reality seems so weird with like how we react to situations, right? Right? So like there's people who are running to the other side of the street, to the sidewalk or whatever, and like obviously they run in the way of a vehicle, and the person honks their horn after they already passed the vehicle. And I just think, like, what was the point of honking? Like, the only way would be expressing, like, oh, that you're upset that they got in the way of your vehicle. Right? You could say, oh, to tell them to get out of the way, but they were already out of the way after the person honked the horn. Or were they. I don't know. It's weird. And with when buses show up, like, there's like, when I think about like buses, right, can only run so late, and it's like, but I'm thinking like, couldn't they figure out a system where there could be people who could work at the later times? You know, there are those people who will do that, but probably those people will want to get paid a little bit more than the people who drive the bus for people, the more earlier times. So I'm thinking about that. But it would be helpful for people who work late, That's why a lot of people buy vehicles, because there are people who do, or, buy vehicles or take taxis or have Uber or whatever. Um, because there are jobs where people actually work late, where they work, it's past midnight, right? Where there are those weird type of jobs where it's like that. Um, so I was just thinking about that, how there should be buses that run not later all the time, 24/7, but obviously that system have to be figured out. I don't know. There's probably a reason, but that's all I was just thinking about that. Um, and then I would say, I guess I'll talk about. This is just going to be quick because there's not much I have to say. I'm going to talk about PewDiePie's child that's going to be born. PewDiePie obviously has a huge YouTube channel, right? He has 111 million subscribers, but there's not much I can say about it. It is what it is. Other people are excited. It's just it's just like another person who's going to have a child. Like, I don't really see it as like the biggest thing. Like, sure, that'll be interesting that, right? Has a big YouTube channel. He's going to have a child, so I don't know how that's all going to work out. Hopefully everything works out for the positive. Doesn't have to deal with anything like negative, right? Make sure everything goes well, because I know PewDiePie has had to deal with stuff before, with problems before, so I just hope nothing bad happens to him and with his child throughout time when his child gets born, and then grows up. Hopefully everything goes well. But that's all I have to say about that. So, except for one more thing, right? People make a bigger deal, right? Obviously, because he does have a big fan base, right? Obviously, as some other person, maybe not, maybe a small family or whatever, they don't have much people or whatever, so it's just a little bit, some people are like, yeah, but with him, it's a whole fan base, right, celebrating this, so, it's interesting to see, right, when you got, fame, you got a huge audience, you got a lot of fans, right? So that's all I have to say about that. Um, and that's it for this video. I just was going to talk about that. I can't think of anything right now.